When you think about Abom's innovative pursuits, what has been the driving force behind overcoming challenges?
Well, having a great team is everything to me. And we do have challenges, everyone does. But when you have the right people working on the right job, it seems like they become smaller challenges. Uh,
Thomas Edison believed that innovation begins with a concept that is marketable and makes consumers' lives better. How did Abom go from an idea to a market ready solution in this case?
I was working with a partner who's an intellectual property attorney. I'm the engineer, doing patent portfolio strategies for other technology companies when a gentleman walked in the door and said, I want to patent an idea. We told him we can't patent ideas, but tell me about your problem. And he said, I'm tired of my goggles fogging up. And so that was the beginning. I spent some time thinking about it. He didn't have a solution, but he wanted to take the time to figure this out. And so I came up with a solution, and we ended up starting writing patent applications. We have 10 patents fully granted now and 36 more pending. So it's led to quite a portfolio and opportunity.
Looking back, were there any changes you would have made on your road here?
Anyone who would answer that question and say no probably isn't very connected to reality. Of course, there's some changes, but you know what's interesting for us is that our technology works as the Department of Defense just told me. It's awesome, you know, and that part of it, we feel like we nailed it. There's some size and fit things that we would like to have changed, you know, and try to keep up with market trends, especially in the ski business, which is more of a fashion business. So I don't know that we could have anticipated all of that, but we've weathered pretty well in as much as we sold out our product in our first year. So.
What is the most important lesson you've learned from pursuing new frontiers?
Well, I've been a serial entrepreneur all my life. Just done things. So I've learned that, which pretty much I started with, is that you need to find good people to work with because you can't do it alone. And if you try to, you're going to end up working 17-hour days, 6 or 7 days a week, and you're just going to burn yourself out. So you need to stay away from that and find good people to help you in the beginning. I know it costs more, and it's more of a challenge in some other ways, but it pays off in the end.
What is the vision for Abom in the future, and can you share anything that you're working on?
Yes, our mission is to eliminate fog from protective eyewear. And as it turns out, protective eyewear is a pretty big category. There's sports opportunities, and there's a variety of sports opportunities, including both the ski and the snowboarding, but also power sports like snowmobiles. Then you have motocross, BMX, just keep paintball, keep on going. Then we start moving out into other areas like military, medical, hazmat, and we're getting so many requests right now from the Department of Defense group that we're working with out of Natick, Massachusetts, that it's going to take a while to keep up with it. And our latest one, the Air Force has put in some requests. We just did a proof of concept. So it's keeping us busy just to fulfill those needs. People have asked us if we should roll this out into areas beyond eyewear, and we don't really need to. There's enough opportunity for us right here in the eyewear world.
Who has inspired you, and what have you learned from them?
Well, you can take the traditional answer to that and look at people in history that have inspired. But one of the things that always has touched me is watching young people or children and the way that they analyze a problem is very different than once we've been taught everything we're supposed to know about analysis of a problem. We take a fairly standard approach for the most part, and you really need to think out of the box if you're going to innovate. And so I try to, I look at them and I want to be like them, you know. I want to see the world through a children's eyes and understand my problem and the technology challenges that are there through that vision.
And finally, the Edison Awards recognizes the most innovative products, services, and teams from around the world and across all markets. What does winning an Edison Award mean to you and to Abom?
Well, it's quite an honor to win an Edison Award. I've been very impressed with the things I've seen here from traveling to New York and talking to some of the folks. We've had a lot of contacts that we've made here, and of course, as the news goes out, it's only going to help us more. We've won a lot of awards in the last couple of years, but I think this is one of the most prestigious ones, and it's always a great value. This is an Abom ski goggle. It's powered. You push this button right here, and it powers on. You'll see a blue light. Actually, it's easier to see from this side that comes on. And what happens is it's starting to heat up the inner lens. And when the lens gets warm, it completely eviscerates the fog. And so we use a transparent, thin film conductive layer that's powered by 2 lithium-ion batteries and a microcomputer. And with this one button, you can push the button, and we say one button, 0 fog all day.